Pardon? We're making a documentary about Marseille. Can I ask you some questions? 3 quick questions.
Oh, just shoot me. Yes, you can, yes. Okay.
I didn't understand about what?
Documentaire à Marseille.
À Marseille.
Marseille.
So, if you want for the interview, we have 2 options. 3 options, I think. We can do the interview in front of my office, and I will have my laptop if you want to see some slides, some pictures of what we do.
Yes.
It's a possibility. We can do it in the
See,
office.
like a brain with a 70 or something.
Yes, exactly. We can do things like that.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it in front of the 70 if you want to have the 70 in back or etc. And we can do it in the office when where we were at the beginning.
You are the...
I think it's maybe more fun to be in another room and in the office. Then it's just the white,
Yes,
if it gets something like in the background or something, that more feels like where we are.
So it can be here with the 70 on the back and as well.
Yes, it would
we
be
can see it and have
perfect.
Here it's perfect.
Perfect. Bonjour. We are making a documentary about Marseille. Can I ask you some questions about? Are you from Marseille?
Yeah.
Yes. How long have you been here?
Since forever, I was born here. What about the documentary? Please, I'm sorry.
We're going to do a documentary about Sclerosis Falk. What? Sclerosis Falk, SEP, MS. It's a neurological disease. So we've been at
Sclerosis en plaques. Okay,
Sclerosis en plaques.
Okay.
But we're also going to show Marseille.
Okay.
But can I just ask you, what's the best thing about Marseille?
What I love is obviously the weather and the sea and the atmosphere. I love the atmosphere of my city, yeah.
Since the documentary is also about the Sclerosis en plaques, do you know anything about the disease?
I know that it's degenerating, so it's not a very good diagnosis when you have that, but it's. I don't know that much more about it.
No.
I'm sorry.
What would you say if I say that I have the diagnosis since 13 years ago?
I don't know. I mean, it's difficult because it's not my language as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a good thing that you've been diagnosed before, or
Since many people think there's like 20 years ago there was no treatment for the disease, but now we have very good treatment. But when people get diagnosis with sclerosis en plaques, am I pronouncing it right? You can. Everyone was like, when you get the diagnosis, you're gonna end up in a wheelchair or your legs. But no,
it can be very long as well. So so it's a good thing if we have treatment. Good, it's a good news. And what I was wondering is whether it's better to know the obviously at the primary steps. I mean, do you understand me? Or?
Yes, I understand. Yes, it's very good because you can get treated immediately and stop the progression.
Yes.
But unfortunately, even with these very nice therapies and very effective therapies, we have 15 to 20% of patients who still develop accumulation of disability. And it's an unmet need in MS. We have to understand why they do that and how can we protect patient from this risk. And there is a lot of ongoing research on this accumulation of disability in patients with highly effective treatment, in patients without any disease activity. And there is a lot of hypotheses to try to explain that. I told you the other lesions that we don't see usually when we take care of patients. So it's the cortical lesion, is the slowly expanding lesion, is the chronic lesion, the smoldering lesion. It's all what it's called. It's what I told you, the energy dysfunction in the brain of MS patient, and it's also the overload of the plasticity and the collapse of the reserve. And with 70, we can develop biomarker of each of these components. And so we can study in vivo in patients what is the main substrate of disability accumulation in patients who are stable in lesion activity. And so it's a thing that we want to develop in, and we try to develop in the lab. And just to show you very quickly, here, for example, you have example of cortical lesion. So you see very small lesion that we can depict only with 70. And what I told you also, we can use the increase of SNR to develop tools to try to have new information. And this study was also done on the lab. It was developed here in the lab. So we developed, it's very complicated, so we will not go into details, but we developed a technique to separate the shell. And T2 short signal is in one way more related to what's happened inside the cells. And the T2 long is more what's happened outside of the cells in the interstitial space.
And what's for someone who's looking and have MS, what does that mean to...
Because the hypothesis in MS is that because of energy dysfunction, you have an accumulation of sodium inside of the neurons, and this accumulation leads to neuronal death and neuronal loss. And so if we can depict, if we have a biomarker of this accumulation, impairment of sodium influx and efflux in the neurons, if we can see that, we can see the neurons that are suffering, not dead, they are still alive, but they are suffering and they can die.
Men det här måste väl sägas vara en utav de 7 underverken, skulle jag kunna nog säga. Vad säger du?
Absolut. Men det kan ju titta själva.
Jag söker samförstånd i en technotango. 2 steg fram och 1 steg tillbaka, så stegen vi tar. Och när jag snubblar till.
What's so unique about Marseille?
I would say the blue sky all year long, the beach, and the smile of people. Like everyone here is so nice and so happy to talk to you every time.
People, because people are very proud to be Marseillais, Marseillaise. There is they have their own identity, and they are very warmful. Yes.
Ça fait longtemps, et qu'est-ce que je pense à Marseille? Je suis le patron du magasin, alors je pense rien de Marseille.
To walk, to see the sea, to eat ice cream.
Nu är vi framme i Marseille, en stad i Frankrike, södra Frankrike. Och som ni ser så solen skiner som den brukar göra från en klarblå himmel. Människor är ute och jag vet inte om de turistar eller om de bor här och bara är ute och njuter av vädret. Så att man märker verkligen att människorna som bor här i Marseille, de njuter varje dag och det är väldigt härligt att se.